developing your very own web application, and this will be a very basic step-by-step tutorial on how to do it, and you know what are the basic things that you need to know when you're developing your own website. So let's start with the first thing that you need to know when you're making your own website. The first thing that really essentially you need to know is HTML. People today will tell you you don't need HTML. You got a lot of softwares which can create the website for you, and yeah. You can accept all of this, but I'll tell you one thing: if you don't know HTML, you don't know your website. And it's as simple as that, because anytime you just right click in any browser, click on view source, all you see is HTML code after HTML code, and anybody who knows HTML just looks at it and he understands everything. So you need to understand that this is the core of any website, of any website. HTML is the core. You need to know it, you need to understand it, or else you do not get into web application development whatsoever. Okay, so now you know HTML. So what is the next step? The next step is to know how to style your website, and for that we have CSS, and CSS is really simple, really basic, and it's no big deal. Then you need to write the logic for your website, because it's not about images and text anymore. It's about interactivity, it's about showing statistics and all such things. I mean, you can make it really attractive, but if it does not give any functionality to the user, nobody's going to come to your web page. So if you need to provide some functionality, you need to know some programming language with which you can code that functionality for your web page or your website. So you need to know one good programming language, and you should be really good in it. So let's talk about the NetBeans IDE. NetBeans, as you all may know, is now Oracle, not Sun Microsystems anymore, and Java, which belongs to Sun Microsystems, is now owned by Oracle, so everything is now Oracle. So this is an integrated development environment. That is the full form of IDE. What this tells you is this environment is not only for web applications but other applications as well, and that's why the term integrated. So you can not only develop websites or web applications in it, you can also develop Java applications in it, Java standalone applications which run on just one system. And you can also develop C++ applications or PHP applications, and the best part is you can even develop mobile applications, which is a lot of craze these days. So let's get started. How do you make your own website? How do you create it? How do you do all those things? So let's start with the basic, the absolute basic step-by-step guide. Okay, so all you got to do is go to File, New Project. Simple. Now you have a list of options over here. Do not look at any other option but Java Web. Just click on Web Application, click on Next. Now you'll get your screen where you can specify the project name. Just write My Demo. Okay, it already exists, so this is a good thing, you know, because I must have created earlier or something like that, and it already exists. So what I'll do is I'll just change my name. I'll just change it to My Demo 1. And just click on Next. Now what this option is this is something that you need not worry about. This is the Glassfish server. What this Glassfish server is whenever you're running a web application, you need a web environment to run that web application in, but your PC does not have a web environment to support that web application. So what this will do, this Glassfish server will create that web environment, and then it will be able to run your website even on a PC which inherently does not contain a web environment. So this is what this specifies. So you don't need to worry about it, as everything is done automatically. The context part I'll tell you later on, because it will be visually you'll see what this means. The Java EE version. Now the Java Enterprise Edition version will tell you which version of Java you want to use. You just use the Java EE6 Web, which is by default. Click on Next. Now these three you don't need to worry about right now. These are certain options that you may think about as you progress, as you go ahead, as you get to a level of certain expertise. So just don't worry about it, don't select any of them, and click on finish. So you have created your own project now. It takes a little bit of time to build up all the prerequisites for this project to be up and running. So now you get your first page. Just remove this part, you don't need all these are all the comments. You get this part. Now what is this? This is your first web page. This web page is created by default, so it does not have a lot of things in it. It has the most minimalistic things that a web page needs. So just look at this tag, for example. Now this tag will tell the server, the Java server, when it creates, this is a JS piece, so this will be then taken and converted to a servlet, which will be then displayed on the web. You don't need to worry about all those things. I know I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so I'll just back it up. Now what this tag will do is it will tell that this is text, which is HTML, and it will be using UDF type of encoding technique. If you don't need to worry about all this. This does not make a difference to your programming or anything. Just let it be, just leave it alone. The meta tag is something of similar sorts. You don't absolutely need it, but it's okay if it's there. The title is what is displayed on the top of the browser and the tab as well, and this is your text. So this is enclosed within a body tag, as you can see over here. Now what the body tag is the actual body of your HTML page. So this frame, I would say, in a browser would be your body tag, and this would be your head tag. So this is your entire body region, and you do whatever you want to do in the body region, and you can give your titles, and you can give your meta tag information about your website in the head tag, and whatever the contents that you have, you put it in your body tag. So you have created your own website, you have created your own web page now. This is by default. Now what if you want to look at it? Just go to projects, and as you can see over here, you have your my demo 1 project name, and you have certain folders inside it. The web pages will store the web pages. It's as simple as that. So you don't need to worry about all these 3 folders right now. You just need to worry about this index.jsp. This is your web page. This is this page. So index.jsp will tell you what is your web page like right now, and if you want to add, just click on the web page, just click on new, and you'll get a list of options that you want to add into the web pages folder. Usually you don't add anything else but purely JSP and servlet, JSP pages, not even servlet. Servlets are added in a different folder. You just add your JSP pages. JSP pages are your web pages. They're nothing else but your web pages, and you just need to know that JSP will display content on the web page, that is on the browser. Okay, now you have source packages, libraries, and configuration files. Configuration files is not used by many of the people who are developing small-time web applications. It's not used that much. Source packages is used mostly when you want to keep class files. That is your logical part of your website. You store it in the source packages. It usually will contain class files. That is the .java files. So you don't need to worry about it that much right now. This is your basic thing. Now we'll talk about how to run this project. Running this project is very simple. You just press this button right here, the play or run button. It'll run your entire project. But what if you have multiple JSP pages and you just want to run this particular page? So all you have to do is press Shift and F6, and that will start running that particular page. Now if you want to see where it is that it's running, you'll see it over here. You'll get this thing over here. It'll show you all the tabs, and it'll show you that your project is right now, it's running in the running stage. This is like your console. On anybody who has worked with .NET, you have an output console. This is your console for the IDE of NetBeans. As you can see, you're getting a lot of information over here stating what is happening inside the server. There are a lot of things that are being set up. This is the environment that I was talking about earlier. This is the web environment that the Glassfish server 3.1 is creating right now for your website to run on. So it takes a bit of time when it is starting up for the first time, because it's a lot of defaults and all those things that has to be done. And now, as you can see, is running up and running. Your first website is up and running, and you get this message, hello world, and that is what you typed in over there, and you get it over here. Now just look at this. This is the tag that you get. Now as you can see, it's running on the Glassfish server. Glassfish uses this port 8080 on the local host. Local host is like your local web server. It will enable you to run your web applications on the local machine, and it will hide your IP address. You just have to link it with local host, and that is how all of your websites are actually hosted. It's not local host for everybody, it's the server's IP address, which is then hidden by the web application itself. That is why you get that http colon double / and then www dot. That is just hiding your server's IP address. If you type in the server's IP and you just put a slash at the project name and the web page, you'll get the web page irrespective. So you don't need to worry about any of this right now. As you can see, you have created your first web page. You remember the title tag in the head tag of the HTML, which stated JSP page? As you can see, it is appearing on the tab right now on Google Chrome. So this is it. This is how you create your first web page. Next, I'll show you how to link your CSS and how to write the logic for your web pages that you develop, and it'll be in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.